Hi everyone, it's Obi Abuchi here with the Leading From Your Core podcast and vodcast. First of all, Happy New Year. I cannot tell you how excited I am about 2022 for a number of reasons. Now, believe it or not, I'm actually still on holiday, and so I wasn't planning to record anything today or even this week, but I just had to because I've had one of those incredible days that has inspired me, and I wanted to share an idea with you, particularly how to set yourself up for an amazing year ahead on a personal level and on a professional level. At the end of last year, I sent a holiday wish to family and friends and partners and clients saying that my wish for them, my wish for you, as you enter the holiday season, is that you have a special and meaningful time of reflection and renewal and reconnection with family and friends. And for me, it's so important that as I get to the end of a year to take time out on a personal level to reflect on how the year has gone. What were some of the highs? What were some of the lows? What were some of the lessons that I've learned? What am I looking forward to building on next year? And those of you who've read my book, Leading From Your Core, you'll know that I'm a big believer in having a leadership philosophy and life plan. And what I tend to do, and what I did over this holiday season, is review the 8 categories of my life plan. And I've actually refined them down to 7. Anyway, I thought through each one, and I've got a vision statement for each one. And so a big part of my time is spent working out the key area of focus for this coming year. And to do that, I brainstorm different ideas. This is actually my brainstorm of the different categories. And I brainstorm different ideas and think about the highs and the lows and how the year has gone. And I think about my overall empowering life story. And then I come up with a focus for this year. And I want to share one of them with you. One of my categories is family and social connections. And it's also the category that's focused on my service in the community. And for a long time, I've been thinking about how I can make a difference in the area of fatherlessness. I grew up without a dad. I had an amazing single mum. And I'm incredibly blessed to have 3 boys. My oldest is 15. Second boy is 12. He'll be 13 later this month. And our youngest is 10. And as a fatherless father, I know what it's like to not have a dad. I know the pain. I know the trauma. I know the insecurity that comes with that. And as a father, I also know the power and the importance of the presence of a positive, nurturing male figure, male role model in your life. So as a result of just reflecting on this life category, I got in touch with 3 charities who all do some incredible work in the area of fatherlessness and supporting young men, young women, boys, girls around the world who are growing up without fathers. And I'll be having a conversation with each of them. In fact, the executive director of one of them just got back in touch with me today. And I'll be talking with them about where I can support and how I can get involved and how I can allow my story to make a difference to the lives of these young people. And that's just one category, right? And I'm really excited about the areas of focus in each of the other categories. And so I wanted to share this with you because when I think about setting myself up for an amazing year, I'm being really intentional about how I want to use my talents, my abilities, my resources, my passion, my experiences, and even the difficulties and trauma that I've been through and that I've experienced, how I can use all of that to make a difference in the lives of other people. And when you live this way, it is so energizing. And that's why I'm excited about this year ahead. And So if you want to have an amazing year ahead and you haven't already done this, then think about the key categories in your life and reflect on how you can use your experiences and your talents and your abilities and your resources to make a difference in that area. That may be in your current business, your current workplace. It may be some other areas of life or in your community. What's the one thing, as you think about the different categories, what's the one thing you can focus on this year that would do the most good? It'd do the most good for you, it'd do the most good for others, it'll do the most good for our community, it'll do the most good for our world. If you do that for all the categories in your life, I promise you that this will be an amazing year for you. Now, before I go, I've got to say that I'm really excited about the upcoming podcast and vodcast show that my team and I are lining up. We've got some exciting guests coming on the show. We've got some powerful, meaningful topics to share with you as you grow and develop as a leader and a person of incredible influence. I'm looking forward to having my wife join me as a guest on one of the podcasts soon. We actually spent some time recently chatting with our boys about some of their goals for this year and what support they'd like from mummy and daddy with that. So lots of exciting activities lined up. I cannot wait to connect with so many of you this year. So until we do connect and until the next podcast and vodcast, once again, I wish you an incredible, incredible new year ahead. Take care. Bye-bye.